So it's time to talk about North Carolina FC and what's going on at the team I used to work at, a local team. But what's going on is that North Carolina FC have submitted an application to join a new USL Division 1 league. So I had to do some research to figure out what this league is. And basically, it's going to be a league that's above the USL Championship. As you guys know, if you do watch USL, the USL Championship is the division below the MLS. But with them not having a promotion and relegation system, if you're in the USL Championship and you win the playoffs, you win everything, you don't get promoted to the MLS, you just stay in the USL Championship. But I think they're trying to play with something where they put in the promotion relegation thing, which would make the most sense. So I guess it's going to be from the USL Division 1 now to the MLS. We'll have to see how that works over the next few years. But like, as you guys can see, I did work out there for a little bit. I was out there for about a year and a half, but I never would have thought North Carolina FC would be going anywhere. This team, the men's team, would go anywhere. Never. Now, granted, I've been to quite a few games out there when I was working out there at the time, a year and a half ago, or whatever. And obviously, the women's team did outperform the men's team. The women's games were lit. They were packed, always packed. The men's games were so-so. Some of the games were packed, some of the games weren't. And I've heard from people who worked there for a while that in the past that the games were packed before they became North Carolina FC. I think they went by the Railhawks, North Carolina Railhawks. The game was packed. It was crazy. But when they rebranded the North Carolina FC, the fans went away. And over time, the stadium became less and less for the men's team, but the women's team have picked up traction because they are in the highest league in women's American soccer. But even when I went out there like a week or two ago, I watched the game, I went out there, it's definitely less staff, especially for the men's games, which is obvious because the men's game doesn't draw a big crowd as the women's game. It was even like that somewhat before, but it was even less ushers, less staff than before. So I'm like, something's going on. And then this comes out this morning. I'm like, wow, I gotta make a video talking about this. So this is the big thing right here. It says North Carolina FC will not compete in the USL Championship after the 2025 season. So basically, the players who are under contract with North Carolina FC will be out of contract, most likely. The staff are going to be out of contract because there's going to be no more team. Because if they don't win this bid to go to the USL Division 1, and they're saying it's like a 3-year project till 2028 from what I was reading or whatever, they're going to try to build a new stadium for the men's team. This is going to take time. So players don't got time to wait. Staff don't got time. These guys got to get on another team. They got bills, kids, shit. They got shit to pay. They don't got time. And plus, soccer is a short career. You don't got time to wait. So basically, I don't know how these guys are going to focus on the playoff semifinals when in the back of their mind, even if they win the whole tournament, this team might not exist. So, see, this is a huge problem. I would have never thought North Carolina FC was going anywhere. Even though they had low numbers, even though they were giving away tickets, doing certain stuff, whatever, from what I've heard, never would have thought this team was going anywhere. But this is crazy. So players are going to be out of contract. Managers going to be out. It's wild. Unbelievable.